Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us for today's episode of Canal Days, what life was like in the industrial Connecticut River Valley. As always, I'm your host, Carrie, along with my co-host, founder of Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, Robert Como. Our Canal Days series delves into the vast collection of historical sites throughout Massachusetts with Robert's expertise of the local history as our personal guide. Each episode, we uncover historic towns, monumental sites, eminent pioneers, and consequential remnants while delving into the seminal and formative significance. Today's episode of Canal Days will be traversing the Providence Ministries of Holyoke, Massachusetts. So, reveal how Providence Ministries started.
Well, you really have to go back to the Sisters of Providence coming down from Kingston, Ontario, and starting as social workers or nurses in the Holyoke area, spreading out into Springfield, Greenfield, and the Berkshires and Worcester, so forth. And they became their own order of nun within Holyoke. But since they were social workers, they had a lot of nuns that were quite willing to help with needy individuals with charity along the way. So it depends on how you answer that question. Yeah, you can point all the way back to the 1870s, the 1890s, when they became their own order, or how they changed with the time, and whether they were nurses, they always got new skills, or whether they're social workers, where they always found needy situations and got into that area and helped out. So today we're going to talk about its components and what they, how you can contribute, and where they are, basically.
And can you clarify on some of the components of the Providence Ministries?
Yes, there's the Broderick House. The Broderick House is fairly easy to find. It's the former Precious Blood Rectory right on Cabot Street, the corner of Clemente Street. And that's for men who have at least 2 years of sobriety and are trying to get into a normal life, which includes they already have a job and they go off to work. They're trying to build up money in their bank accounts and just be able to be out in the world on their own at some point. And then there's the Loretta House, which is on Hamilton Street, right where the administration of Providence Ministries is. And there are for men that are just coming in to start run at sobriety. There's Margaret's Pantry, that's food and goods that a person needs. These have been donated from institutions and from individuals, and they're open Monday to Friday, 10:30 to noon. Then the St. Jude's clothing store. Of course, they have racks of clothing, and including jackets and shoes, so forth. And they have fairly limited hours, Tuesday and Thursday. And you can always check out these hours, of course. Now there's Kate's Kitchen, which has been going strong for a very long time now, about beyond 40 years. And what they do, they serve up a noontime meal, but now they've gotten into serving up suppers. And they also have carry-out meal, which is wonderful. So they've expanded their offerings. And there's the McClory House, which is behind the old Providence Hospital. And again, that's another sobriety institution for men. And have the same goals as the other places. And a lot of these places depend upon the men helping each other out. And so they have to have that skill or develop that skill along the way. They also have a cooking program for some of the people that join in these institutions, and they cook up food, learn how to cook, and of course that's done through Kate's Kitchen itself. So they do a lot, and they get a lot of support into the community.
And we'll be right back after a few words from our sponsor. Are you fascinated by local history and eager to investigate the obscure treasures off the beaten path throughout the state of Massachusetts? Or maybe just seeking an unforgettable cultural activity for family and friends to enjoy? look no further than Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, founded by Robert Como. With over a decade of experience, Robert offers captivating tours and presentations of historic sites and landmarks throughout the state. Whether you're interested in canals, cemeteries, charming churches, or more, Robert's tours provide a unique and enriching experience for all. And that's not it. You can also schedule private tours tailored to your interests, ensuring a personalized adventure and unforgettable memories. Perfect for families or groups of all sizes, making for an exciting hands-on learning experience that brings history to life. Simply visit holyokecanaltour.org or email bobcat4214, capital B, at yahoo.com to book your private tour today. But wait, there's more. Don't miss out on Robert's podcast and video series, Canal Days, where you can dive even deeper into the vital history of the Connecticut River Valley. Plus, for those who may not be local or would rather enjoy it on the go or from the comfort of their home, Canal Days brings the adventure right to your screen. So don't miss out. Uncover the pivotal past with Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke to make your own history with memories that will last a lifetime. Remember to log on to holyokecanaltour.org for more information and secure your personalized experience today. Welcome back to our Canal Days episode of the Providence Ministries, and describe the various ways a person can contribute to the ministry if interested.
You can contribute food, make sure it's not expired or perishable food. You can contribute goods or clothing, and usually they have to be in good shape, but if they're not, you can still tell them, and they get a certain amount of money per pound for very used clothes. You can also volunteer for any of their services. And of course, they take monetary donations anytime. And remember, it's such a complex program that they need a lot of money. They have a lot of workers, and they have a lot of men joining these programs, the 3 sites. So it's quite a big business.
And you chose them to highlight them as your annual charity of 2025. Can you expand further on your choice?
I selected them because this year one of my highlights is the 150th anniversary of the Precious Blood Church fire of 1875, and that happened on the campus, which is now used by Providence Ministries. And so it was a very easy choice. About 9 years ago, I had their St. Jude's clothing store being my charity, but so finally I've gotten it to Providence Ministries. And they're easy to give to. You can do a check or money at 51 Hamilton Street. They also have their own website, providministries.org. And of course, you can donate goods, clothing, food, and time. You can hopefully do it mostly through them. If you really can't do that, you can always give it to me at some point, and I can donate for you. So hopefully you can attend a tour or a presentation this year. And as part of that, I like to have people donate maybe $5 to my charity, and they really need it. And Holyoke is a place where there's a lot of poor people, and a lot of poor people come from the outside into here. And this is one place that is one of the best charities around. Thank you.
And thanks for listening to Canal Days and our episode on the Providence Ministries, and for joining us on our journey through the rich history of the Connecticut River Valley. We hope you enjoyed uncovering some of the hidden and overlooked marvels of their fascinating stories that shaped our past and the state of Massachusetts. A special thanks to Robert Como, founder of the Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, for sharing his passion and expertise with us. Remember, you can find more information about Robert's tours, book private tours, and explore Canal Days video and podcast series at holyokecanaltour.org. If you enjoyed today's episode, please like, comment, and share. We'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions for future episodes. And don't forget to keep exploring and discovering the history that is filled and hidden in plain sight all around us. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to tune into our next episode of Canal Days at holyokecanaltour.org.